This is your everyday English class.
Hello! Welcome to English Cactus. My name is Anna.
And my name is Brian. This podcast will help you practice your English in a fun and natural way, improving your listening skills.
We know that learning English in real-life situations can feel difficult sometimes.
Yes, maybe you understand a little, but when it's time to speak, you feel nervous, right?
But here's the truth. You don't need difficult words to speak English well.
Exactly. And today, we're going to show you something very powerful.
Today's topic is spring vocabulary you actually use every day.
Not complicated words, not textbook English.
Real English, the kind you can use today, outside your house, with friends, or even just talking to yourself.
And here's something interesting. Many students think they need more vocabulary to speak better.
But actually, you just need the right vocabulary.
Simple, useful, everyday expressions.
So relax. Don't worry if you don't understand everything the first time.
After the dialogue, we're going to explain everything step by step.
And it will become much easier to understand.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Your support really helps us continue creating more lessons like this for you.
And tell us in the comments, where are you from?
Now, grab your coffee, relax.
And let's begin.
Hey Noah, spring is finally here. The air feels different today.
I know. It feels fresh and light. Winter was so long.
Yes, and now we can hear birds again. That's one of my favorite signs of spring.
Mine too. When I hear birds, I feel like it's a new beginning.
Exactly. And today we're going to learn spring vocabulary that you can actually use every day.
That's the best kind of vocabulary, real-life English.
Yes, so let's talk naturally like friends and use real expressions.
And remember, keep going. You don't need perfect English. Just practice a little every day.
Exactly. So Noah, what do you notice first in spring?
The weather. People always say things like, it's getting warmer or the sun is out.
Yes, and also it's a little windy or it might rain later.
Spring weather changes a lot. In the morning, it's cool, and in the afternoon, it's warm.
That's why people say, bring a light jacket.
That's a very useful phrase.
Yes, because we don't need heavy coats anymore. We wear lighter clothes.
I love that. I stopped wearing thick sweaters.
Me too. I put away my scarf and boots.
I did the same. I took out my sneakers.
That's very common. People say, I'm changing my wardrobe, or I'm taking out my spring clothes.
And spring clothes are usually lighter and brighter.
Exactly. Also, we often need a rain jacket.
Because of spring showers.
Yes, spring showers means light rain.
It sounds softer than storm.
Right, a storm is strong. A shower is light.
This morning I saw cloudy, then sunny, chance of showers.
That's perfect vocabulary. Cloudy, sunny, chance of showers.
Also breezy.
Yes, breezy means a light wind.
Not too strong, just comfortable.
Exactly. But sometimes it can be annoying.
Why?
Yesterday, I was outside and the wind blew my papers away.
Oh no.
Yes, but someone helped me. She said, spring weather is nice, but unpredictable.
That's a great word. Unpredictable.
It means you don't know what will happen.
Like spring weather.
Exactly.
So weather is a big part of spring vocabulary.
Yes. Now let's talk about nature.
My favorite topic.
In spring, everything grows again. Trees get new leaves and flowers start to bloom.
Bloom is a beautiful word.
Yes, you can say the flowers are blooming.
I saw pink flowers today. They were beautiful.
You can say exactly that. Simple is good.
That's important. You don't need difficult words.
Exactly. Some useful words are flower, tree, leaf, grass, plant, and garden.
My neighbor is planting seeds.
Nice. You can say she is planting seeds in her garden.
I only have a balcony.
That's fine. You can say I have plants on my balcony.
Or I water my plants every day.
Perfect. These are real-life sentences.
That makes learning easier.
Yes. Now let's talk about outdoor activities.
Finally,
In spring, people say, let's go for a walk,
Very common.
or let's sit outside.
Or let's have a picnic.
Yes, I love that one.
Last weekend, I ate outside with a friend.
That's great. You can say the weather is too nice to stay inside.
Exactly. Spring makes people want fresh air.
Fresh air is a great expression.
In winter, I stay home more. In spring, I open the windows.
That connects to our next topic, spring cleaning.
Oh, yes.
Spring cleaning means cleaning your home deeply.
Not just quick cleaning.
Right, you clean everything. You organize, you throw things away.
I cleaned my room last weekend.
You can say, I cleaned out my closet.
Or I got rid of old clothes.
Perfect. Get rid of is very useful.
I also organized my desk.
Another great word, organize.
Spring feels like a fresh start.
Yes, people say that a lot.
I want a fresh start.
Exactly. That can be for life, habits, or goals.
Like studying English again.
Yes, spring is a good time to begin again.
I feel more energy in spring.
Me too. People say, I feel more motivated.
Or I'm in a better mood.
Yes, but spring is not perfect.
Allergies.
Exactly. People say, my allergies are bad.
Or there's a lot of pollen.
Pollen is very common in spring.
It makes people sneeze.
Yes, you can say, I have itchy eyes.
Or I have a runny nose.
These are very useful phrases.
I always carry tissues.
Good idea.
Sometimes people say the pollen count is high.
Yes, that's common in the news.
So spring has good and bad sides.
Exactly. But many people feel happier.
I do.
Me too.
Let's give some simple sentences for learners.
Good idea.
It's getting warmer.
The flowers are blooming.
I need a light jacket.
Let's go for a walk.
My allergies are bad today.
These are short and useful.
You can use them every day.
Exactly. That's how you learn.
Emma, what is your perfect spring day?
Sunshine, fresh air, and a walk in the park.
Sounds great.
I wear a light sweater and sneakers.
Comfortable.
Then I buy flowers and open the windows at home.
Very peaceful.
What about you?
I meet a friend and eat outside.
Nice.
Then maybe a walk or a bike ride.
That sounds perfect.
Spring just feels alive.
Yes, and people use more positive words.
Like fresh, bright, warm.
Exactly.
Stay consistent.
And use real vocabulary.
Weather, clothes, nature, daily life.
That's real English.
And that's what you need.
Thanks for this conversation.
Thank you too.
Let's enjoy spring.
And keep learning every day.
Wow, that was a really nice conversation. Very natural and easy to follow.
Yes, and full of useful expressions for real life. And before we continue, guys, we always try to bring you the best content for free.
All right, so now let's break everything down. First, we're going to explain some useful phrases from the dialogue.
Then we'll talk about important vocabulary.
And after that, we'll share some cultural tips related to the topic.
So relax, listen carefully, and let's go step by step.
Let's start with the first phrase. Emma said, "It's getting warmer."
This is a very common sentence. We use it to talk about change over time.
Exactly. Getting shows that something is changing little by little.
You can also say it's getting colder or it's getting better.
For example, my English is getting better.
That's a great sentence to practice every day. Next, Noah said, the sun is out.
This means the sun is visible in the sky.
It's a very natural expression. People use it all the time.
You can also say, the sun is strong today.
Or the sun is shining.
All of these are simple and useful. Next phrase, bring a light jacket.
This is very practical. You can use it when giving advice.
Bring means take something with you.
And light jacket means not heavy.
For example, bring an umbrella, bring water.
Very useful in daily conversations. Now, Noah said, I'm taking out my spring clothes.
This means changing clothes for the season.
Take out means remove something from a place.
Like, I take out my books, or I take out my shoes.
You can also say, I put away my winter clothes.
Notice the opposite, take out and put away. Another important phrase, chance of showers.
This is very common in weather forecasts.
Chance means possibility.
So this sentence means it might rain,
You can say, there is a chance of rain.
or there is a chance of snow. Now, let's look at let's go for a walk.
This is one of the most useful phrases.
We use go for with activities.
For example, go for a walk, go for a run.
It sounds very natural and friendly.
You can invite someone easily with this phrase.
Now let's move to vocabulary.
Yes, we're going to explain some important words from the dialogue in more detail. Let's start with the word breezy.
Breezy means there is a light wind.
Not strong, just soft and comfortable.
For example, it's a breezy afternoon.
The opposite could be windy, which is stronger.
So breezy is gentle, windy is stronger. Next word, bloom.
This word is used when flowers open.
The flowers are blooming means they're growing and opening.
You can also use it in a more emotional way.
Like, she is blooming, meaning she is growing or improving.
It's a very positive word. Next word, fresh.
This is a very important word.
It can describe air, food, ideas, or even feelings.
Fresh air, fresh food, fresh start.
Always gives a feeling of something new and clean.
The opposite could be stale, especially for food.
For example, this bread is stale.
Now, pollen.
Pollen is a fine powder from plants.
It is very common in spring.
Many people have allergies because of pollen.
You can say, there is a lot of pollen today.
Or, pollen makes me sneeze. Next word, mild.
Mild means not too strong.
In weather, it means not too hot and not too cold.
For example, today is mild.
You can also use it for food. This sauce is mild.
The opposite could be strong or extreme. Next, unpredictable.
This means you don't know what will happen.
Spring weather is often unpredictable.
You can also say traffic is unpredictable or life is unpredictable.
It's a very useful word.
Last word, seed.
Seed is what you plant to grow something.
For example, I plant seeds in my garden.
You can also use it in ideas.
Like, this idea is a seed for a new project.
Very interesting use.
Now, let's talk about some cultural tips.
Yes, because language is also culture.
In many countries, spring is a time for outdoor life.
People spend more time outside, in parks or cafes.
In some places, people love having picnics.
A picnic is when you eat outside, usually in a park.
You can bring simple food like sandwiches or fruit.
It's a very social activity. Another cultural point is spring cleaning.
In many cultures, people clean their homes deeply in spring.
It's like starting fresh.
People open windows, organize things, and donate items.
Donating is also very common.
For example, giving clothes you don't use anymore. Also, in some countries, allergies are a big topic in spring.
People talk about pollen a lot.
You might hear, my allergies are bad today.
This is very normal conversation.
So it's good to understand these expressions. Finally, spring is often connected to new beginnings,
People start new habits.
like exercising, studying, or organizing life.
You can say, I want a fresh start.
This is simple but powerful.
So, as you can see, this topic is full of useful language.
And everything we showed here is something you can use in real life.
Try to use at least one new sentence today.
Keep going. You're doing great.
Study English every day, even if it's just a little.
And learn something new whenever you can. All right, now we're going to help you build your own sentences.
Yes, this is where you start speaking, not just listening.
Don't worry if you feel nervous. We'll keep it simple.
And remember, simple English is powerful.
Let's start with a basic model. It's plus weather condition.
For example, it's sunny, it's windy, it's a little cold.
You can also say, it's getting warmer, it's getting cooler.
Try to say one sentence like this every day.
Now let's talk about clothing. I'm wearing plus clothes.
For example, I'm wearing a light jacket. I'm wearing sneakers.
Or I need a rain jacket. I need something light.
If you forget words, you can say, this is good for the weather.
Now let's practice outdoor activities. Let's plus activity.
For example, Let's go for a walk. Let's sit outside. Let's have a picnic.
If you are unsure, you can say, what do you want to do? What do you recommend? All right, so today we talked about spring vocabulary you can actually use in your daily life.
Yes, we learned how to talk about the weather, like it's getting warmer or it's sunny,
We also talked about clothes, like I'm wearing a light jacket.
and outdoor activities, like let's go for a walk.
We explored nature, flowers, and simple ways to describe what you see.
And we also talked about feelings, like I feel more motivated or I feel happy.
Now let me ask you something.
Are you using English every day?
Or are you just waiting to feel ready?
Because here's the truth. You don't need to be ready.
You just need to start.
Even one sentence a day can change everything.
Look outside your window today and describe what you see in English.
Talk about the weather, your clothes, or your plans.
Make English part of your real life.
So tell us in the comments.
What's the weather like where you are right now?
And what is one sentence you can say in English today?
We would love to read your answers.
And if this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Share this with a friend who is also learning English.
And keep practicing, even if it's just a little every day.
Keep going.
You're doing great.
Keep improving.
And take care.